All right, what's up, everybody? It's Carlos Flex Comics, and welcome to episode number 17 of the Giveaway Show. We are here hanging out with you tonight. We're going to be talking about. Take that down, Paul. All right, we're going to be talking about a very special topic. We mentioned it last week that the next 3 weeks are going to have special topics. So tonight we're going to be talking about buying raw signed comic books. So we brought on a special guest that is going to hang out with us as well. You may know him from the affordable auctions over on the Strictly Comics channel, as well as Power Auction and Auction Comics. But hey, let's give a big warm welcome to our buddy, Mr. MT. So here we are. What's up, MT? It's good to have you with us.
Good to be with you on Carlos Comics Collect and the infamous Paul. Really excited to be here. We've got some great topic tonight to talk about.
I just want to apologize to the chat. This is all we could find at last minute.
Here we go.
He wasn't going to wait.
This is all we could find at the last short time frame. This is all we could come up with. So I apologize ahead of time.
All right, MT, welcome to the giveaway show. This is how we do it. All right. Paul starts in on you before you've even gotten to say hello. All right. So hey, real quick, just a couple of notes for our viewers as we start to let people getting in on the chat. Make sure and hit that like button because that's going to let people know that we're going live. We'll give it a couple minutes. I want to go ahead and show you for the first time the two books that we're going to be doing as giveaways tonight. We're going to be doing What If number 50. Paul.
Go ahead.
Paul's got the good. See, this is why you never give Paul the controls. This is what happens.
Right.
All right. So.
Yes.
Man,
my buddy T-Pain. My buddy T-Pain.
All right. So check it out. Hey, you need to see the giveaways though, right? So here, check it out. Tonight we're doing What If from the second series. What If number 15. What if the Fantastic Four had lost the trial of Galactus? And I'm putting this at about a 6.5-ish.
Oh, yeah. Let me see that. Yeah, they die at the end in this.
All right, so this is going to be one of the giveaways that we're going to do tonight. This is definitely not a near mint copy. Paul, this is definitely not a near mint copy. So I want to make sure people know that at the outset. But it's still a fun book. All these What If books are great pickups to have. Second giveaway of the night that we're going to do, also a mid-grade copy. The Uncanny X-Men number 239.
First cover
appearance of this individual right here. All right, it also kicks off the legendary Initial Inferno storyline, which is great stuff with art by Mark Silvestri. So this is another fun book. But hey, check it out. Both of these books are being given away tonight for free, just for you answering a couple of my cheesy quiz questions. That's right. The quiz questions that Paul loves so much, they're back.
Oh man.
And the most fun part about them, though, is I came up with these two all on my own. So I'm very excited about this. All right, let me just give you a couple of reminders. As you know, this is the giveaway show. We also have most weeks.
God.
The past couple of weeks, it's been pretty rough, so I haven't gotten a couple of these up. But I'm going to tell you about a really fun change that I'm going to make to Monday hauls for a few weeks in a row at least. We're going to try it out and see how it goes. But Monday hauls, this Monday night is going to go live. It's going to be a live stream episode of Monday Hauls for episode number 40. And who knows who else is going to come on to show their picks and the books they got and show them off to everybody. But Monday Hauls is going to be live this week. Next up, giveaway show on Wednesdays. And then Friday features. Every Friday I've got a new feature video that comes up. Before this Friday, it's going to, because it's from last week, I'm going to be showing a comic creator interview that I did with Joffrey Cotton. He's the creator of a series called Awful Thoughts. I featured it here on the channel before. It's kind of like when we were growing up, those scary stories you read in the dark, or scary stories to tell in the dark. It's an anthology series with a bookend about a girl who finds a book in her old family house attic, And then there's all these different, very, very horrific stories, very well told, that are throughout it. This first issue features 3 of them, and I was really excited to get to sit down with him. I'm still been editing that interview, but it is coming up, so keep an eye on the channel. Also, as you know, my 4-part video series for new comic collectors is available on YouTube now in its own playlist, Comic Collecting for Beginners. It's a 4-part series that will definitely get you a big kickstart in comic books if you're wanting to get into it. Like if you're a new collector, or if you, it's pretty cool. Emily Day, I liked it a lot.
Emily,
he had an EC comic homage. He had a hip hop cover, and then
I like the hip hop one.
Yeah, the hip hop is actually going, like, this is an independent Kickstarter book, and the hip hop cover is actually going for more money on eBay just because of the cover. But it's a fantastic series. So I'm going to have that interview with him coming up. Lots of stuff going on the channel. But hey, we're going to go ahead and get started with the show tonight because we still got about 10 minutes or so before we're going to do our first giveaway of the night. But let's go ahead and jump back into the panel view. So tonight, the topic was buying raw signed comic books. And what I had told the guys was that we were going to maybe if we had any raw signed books, we were going to share a couple of them, tell some of the stories either about why we decided to get that particular book signed without getting it graded, or why we decided to buy the book and what made us feel comfortable buying a raw signed book, because we know that there can be forgeries out there, and there can be ones that don't come back authenticated if you get them sent off to do that. So I'd invited our friend MT to come on, and he's got quite a few, I think, raw signed books, as well as slab books, and so each of us will be showing off some. And you've seen some of mine shown on the channel, both for sale and for just to show off. So we're gonna go and get it started. But MT, hey, before we get into the topic, I just wanted you to kind of tell just micro history of yourself as a collector, like how long you've been doing it, what kind of books you're into, and maybe just broach raw signed books, and then we'll jump back into panel view after that. So MT, here you go.
Hi guys. I
sit up straight, man.
Reading comics when I was probably middle school age, I would say, and the very first comic that I ever bought off the spinner rack at the Super Duper down the street was a Todd McFarlane Spider-Man #1. It's my most prized comic. It is a beat up, well-read copy. Nice. And I was kind of hooked ever since. And I also, that same day, I also bought a Infinity Gauntlet #1. So I've always had a special place in my heart for George Perez and Todd McFarlane. And I bought them.
Hey, Paul, chill out. I'm sorry, continue.
And when my grandparents died, we went and cleaned out the basement of their house, and I found a bunch of my dad's old Strange Tales, Amazing Adult Fantasy, number 11, 12, 13, and 14, but not number 15, which would have been the first appearance of Spider-Man. So I always give him a lot of grief for not going back the next month to pick up the 15. So that kind of got me into it. And then I got into football and stuff in high school. I didn't buy another comic until I was probably in my 20s. And my brother turned me back on to reading Thor during Spiral, towards the end or the very beginning of the modern era of comics, where Thor and Avengers Disassembled came, where they kind of did a big reset. So from there, I bought tons and tons of comics because I had a ton of disposable income at that point in my life. So I started buying my collection from there. So
damn architect.
Right. So that brings us through today. I was never really big on signed comics until maybe the last 4 or 5 years of my life did I start collecting raw signatures more than anything. So I don't know if that's enough. I can start talking about signed books, but I thought
Yeah, that's good
Maybe I'll
though.
let you direct it, or I can keep going because I got stuff to talk about.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get into the signed books, but that's a
Okay.
great like kind of personal history type thing. Hey, I want to welcome also another guest coming on tonight. Many of you know him. Right now, he's doing his best Jason Statham impression. Here is Mr. Strictly Comics himself.
Oh, the myth, the man, the legend.
Yeah, somebody summoned me, so I had to. Somebody said I had to be here, so
Well, damn, you're late, Strictly. We
hey,
don't
better late
tolerate
than
that on this
never.
show.
Better late than never, man.
What's up,
Uh,
Strictly? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Do you want your frame small like that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Within
yeah,
the
yeah.
okay, okay.
I
Because I know
like
how
I
to.
like showing the border and all that
Okay,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes
I'm
you look
good.
bigger.
I'm good. So I'm late. So the topic is what signed books. What's the question you have? Or are you just kind of going through everybody
No,
first?
actually, we were just doing an intro real quick because
Okay.
there might have been some viewers that weren't familiar with MT, so I gave them a minute or two to just to kind of give us personal history and before that we just did our announcements and kind of promos and everything for stuff we got going on. Speaking of, is it too early to say anything about a show where people could get signatures? Is it too early to say
Yeah, at least Strictly,
when?
you could unpack, man.
You're talking about the show,
You guys
Yeah,
need
my
yeah,
to
yeah,
show.
plug your
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Well, no, we can tell people, but the website still has the same
Information.
public apology. But
Oh,
we're actually going to go live with it next week, probably, as far as letting everybody know. I mean, the show's on for a
yeah,
year from
yeah.
now, but it's a whole year from now. I don't think there's going to be too many people interested, but they're going to be with some of the guests that we're going after, and we have a strong possibility of getting a major comic book guest. I'm not even going to talk about it. But he's probably a top 5 comic artist.
Nice,
Wow.
So yeah,
nice. All right, so you guys
Oh
have to
yeah,
you have to stay tuned. You heard it here first. We got a
yeah. I'm
big
sorry,
announcement
Strictly. I'm
coming
not
in the
available,
pipe.
buddy.
it's all right, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, he just does that.
I'll be
He
all
start
right. I'll live.
he starts messing with anybody that we have
Could have
on as a
unpacked the
guest.
boxes in the back, Strictly.
So check it out.
Hey,
All right. So hey, we're back in group view. So like I said, tonight we're talking about raw signed comics. And Strictly, I'll give you just a minute to kind of think it through, and if there's any examples you
yeah.
have that you want to pull. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go through. Who put that? So the deal is we're going to be talking tonight. We're going to share just a couple of personal experience. This is all personal experience. We're not giving like definitive advice. I think the one that could do that or that's closest to that is Edwin Strictly Comics himself. But even then, he might not want to put that out there as far as like raw signed comics. But we're talking about we're sharing some anecdotal stuff that we came across, both why we decided to get certain books signed but not slabbed, and then also for other ones why we decided to purchase books that already had raw signatures, what made us feel comfortable with that, what made us feel like, okay, I can trust this buy, or like this seller, I can trust it, I can trust that this is the real thing, that it's not going to, like what are some things that we looked at in specific cases. And hopefully some of you that are watching will take some bits and pieces of what we shared tonight, and you'll be able to incorporate that into building your own collection. So I'll start it by saying I am a fan of raw signed books, but at a certain level, I do start to like to get slabbed ones as well, and some of my own I'll get slabbed, but because of the exorbitant price of it, it's not something that I pursue for every book. And then, I mean, part of the cool thing is that one of the cool things about comics is to be able to flip through them and read them and look at them and appreciate them. But once you slab them, especially in a CGC signature series label, I mean, you can never take it out, or you lose whatever money you put into having that signature witnessed, which we all know it's a little bit pricey especially if you send it in for a private signing. But it's still a great way to do it if you want to preserve a key book with a signature, and we see it done a lot. So we're going to. So I'm going to go ahead and do chat shout-outs real quick to give MT and Strictly a chance to kind of pull a couple of books, and then we'll just start. We'll kind of go round robin style, and whoever wants to share first, we'll share them and talk a little bit about it. All right, so hey, we got Wayways. He was here first. He was here half an hour early. What's up, Wayways? It's good to see you. Where'd you get that? Cody just dropped in, and he was confirming. If you saw my post on Instagram, there's a QR code that you can scan during the first couple of episodes of Moon Knight that will give you a free downloadable comic book. So if you haven't done that yet, make sure and do it. Mr. Nash popping in. No, you are not late, sir. You are early. Johnny Five Alive, it's good to see you. I hope you're staying safe on the road. If you CK, always fun to have you on, popping in with us. T-Pain, Emily Day, it's good to see you. Oh, Emily, yeah, from Bedrock, yeah.
Yep, Emily.
Good to see you. All right.
The person that saves Carlos all the time. Thank you, Emily.
That's it right there. Gambiz Gallery, Joshy Craft Josh, good to see you guys. Yes, Emily, it's a really cool story. It is a lot of fun. I enjoyed interviewing Joffrey, and I enjoyed reading his comic. And I'll see if I can pull it out real quick while somebody else is sharing. Harm's Way Chad, good to see you, man. It's good to hear from you. I like it when you're here. Sweaty Nation Comics, good to see you. General Jedi, what's up? Hello there. Teresa Newell, it's good to see you. Yes,
Teresa.
About Paul.
I know you didn't mean that, Teresa.
Let's see, Edwin Price looking for a raw Steve Ditko signature, comic or letter.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh, yeah. And then we got
Omar
MT.
S.
MT's in the chat.
What's up, Truckin' Nerd? Hey, man, I'm glad to hear that you got the route and that things are a little bit safer for you. Let's see, Dion Salinas. Oh no.
All right, you're out of here, Papa Wheelie.
There we got the first I'm here for Paul of the night from Edwin Price. All right, let's see. Papa Wheelie, hey, good to see you, man. Hey, you still need to send me your shipping info so I can send you an AOK. I got something for you. All right.
Don't pull it out just yet, friend. There we go. This is the best message ever. Thank you. Thank you, Edwin Price.
That's it. That's what he lives for, folks. That's what he lives for.
You notice the panel's jealous, Edwin.
It's been long enough. Let's go ahead and let these guys talk.
Oh, Jason D. What's up, Jason D?
Hey, Jason D. What's up? I dropped a package in the mail for you today. So good to have you on with us tonight. So hey, one last thing. Remember, hey, we're at 710 subscribers already. We're just continuing to grab people left and right. If you like bigger and bigger books, this is the next big giveaway. At 750 subscribers, I'm giving away this copy of Masters of the Universe CGC 9.4 with white pages. You are going to want this book when the first trailer for the Netflix series drops. I think they're going to actually get it right. And I don't know about the animated series, but I'm hoping this next one is going to be pretty good. But hey, this could be yours for free. And get this. This time, anybody can enter to win. All right? Anybody, including Paul. Paul threw the biggest fit backstage.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Last night. And he said, I should have let the panelists and hosts be a part of it. So, look, here's the deal. This is it. Yes, this is going to be given away for free at 750 subscribers. So make sure and share. Right. So make sure and share this out. In fact, right now, drop a like on the video and make sure to send a link to tonight's video and say, hey, if you want, if you're looking for a copy of this at 750, just 40 more subscribers, it's going to be given away. And the cool thing is, it's not going to be the only giveaway for that night. There will be other books as well. Wow. It's the biggest one, but there's going to be other books as well for all the same people that enter for this one. So if you enter for this one on the entry video, when it goes live at 750 subscribers, you will get in the running for all the other books as well. So make sure to keep an eye out for it. It's worth subscribing for, because if you subscribe, you type a comment, and then you end up winning a $185 slab, current price. I mean, come on, you can't beat that. It's fantastic. It's the DC one, Emily. This is the DC one.
The first run.
Yeah, it was.
Show it up. There you go. Show it up close, man.
Yeah,
there you go, Emily.
Incredible giveaway.
Yeah,
extremely generous giveaway.
One. So
First
yeah,
published
so
by
that's
DC and then Marvel.
just wanted to
Nope.
make sure and remind you guys about that as we get going. So I wanted to go and turn it over to to MT and see
Yep.
MT. Do you have a you got one ready that you want to
Yep,
talk
I've
about?
even got a name for a segment here. All right, so the
Oh, cool.
first little
All
thing
right.
I'm going to talk about is called pleasant surprises. Okay, um, and my LCS. Okay, they only sell back stock, right? And they don't verify signatures. So when they buy collections, the signatures just go out in the boxes like they were any other comic, right?
All right, Harm's Way Chad, you're out of here.
All right,
I
like I
don't tolerate
said,
that.
this McFarlane was one of my all-time favorite books, so I usually buy this. If it's in good condition, I buy them, and I've got a bunch of these copies. Well, I got this one home.
You got more of those or the Turok?
I've got way more Turoks. Way more Turoks.
The green one?
And I happened to find that this was a Todd McFarlane signed
Mhm.
book, right? His
Mhm.
signature is pretty easy to verify. He signs almost in the same exact spot when he signs this book. So,
Just show that again. I wanted to say one thing about it. Okay, so that was probably when he first started out with Spider-Man in the series, right?
yeah, this is his big
Yeah. So
breakout book.
if you notice, the later ones are way bigger, way nicer. It's just that a lot of these signatures, like the Rob Liefeld I found, they're like really when they start out, they just have a signature, and then later on in their careers, they just have this.
It just
Their
gets shorter and
signature
shorter.
evolves. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
what
gets
I just
shorter and
wanted.
shorter.
Yeah.
Very
So
much so. There's usually 3 stages of signatures: before they're famous, when they get famous, and when they
yeah.
get tired of
So
signing books.
that's what I was trying to say, because when you think, you're like, oh man, well that's not the same signature as now. They signed like that back then, so you just have to do a little research on these signatures because they evolve. They make them
Mhm.
nicer. They make them bigger. But yeah, that's what I told Strictly about my Rob Liefeld. I said, hey man, is this Rob Liefeld? He goes, oh yeah, that was the one when he did New Mutants. So
Right? It's like almost every single signs guy who signs has 3 different signature types: before they're
yeah,
famous,
yeah.
when they
Mhm.
get famous, and when they get tired of signing 500 books in a day.
They got like
Real sloppy.
that
I mean, you
sign
want
and
to talk
go
about
ones.
a terrible signature? Donnie Cates' signature is terrible. Terrible
Mhm.
signature, and he must sign,
I mean, he signs like that because he signs a shit ton of books. So he's like
Jason
Mhm.
Aaron too.
DC,
Jason
DC.
Aaron, one of my favorite
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Thor writer. Jason Aaron's
Yeah,
got a really simple, really fast signature. And my big thing on validating raw signatures: the sloppier it is, the more likely it's real. When you see a real polished signature that looks like it's printed on the book, those are really suspect, because most
yeah.
of the time these guys are
Mhm.
signing 200-300 books in a sitting.
I like Clayton Crane's Infinity signature. That thing is beautiful. I love it.
So at any rate, go to your LCS, ask them if what they do with their signed books, if they try and sell them, do they have a designated box, or they just mixed in with everything else? A lot of times they're just mixed in with everything else, and you can find a book and try and validate it on your own. So how do I validate a raw signature without a COA? What I use is I go and I find examples on
Mhm.
certified sales. Heritage Auction is my number one source because they have their in-house signature verification team. So if they're selling something on Heritage Auction, it's been verified by their own staff. So you can see images of books that were sold with raw signatures. I find that to be the most reliable source. There are some CGC chat panels, as well as on Heritage Auction. I guess what they call those blogs or something, that also will have good links to verified signatures, that you can kind of compare yours against. The other big thing that I use to verify signatures is, what did they sign with? Okay. The Kirby
That's
signature that we looked at for Carlos, Kirby almost exclusively signs with a ballpoint pen. Almost
Mhm.
exclusively, right? Walt Simonson always uses a Flair pen. Here's 3 examples of Walt Simonson's signature.
and
Uh,
it's actually the same like he would sign if he did the cover. So that's what I've noticed when I had the Walt Simonson.
He has a very consistent signature, Walt Simonson. You can see those two, and then see this one doesn't show up quite as well. That one,
What the?
this one,
I like the expert on pawn stores.
and that one. So I am also, since this is a giveaway show, I am going to give away a Walt Simonson signed book
What?
to the chat tonight.
Wow.
This is a Beta Ray Bill cover, and it's very difficult for me to part with Beta Ray Bill covers, but this has got Cloak and Dagger, Kitty Pryde,
Oh my
Wolverine,
gosh.
Beta Ray Bill, and the Thor. So I'm going to give this away.
I kind of agree with General just said right here. A lot of people do get turned off by raw signatures because a lot of times you can't verify them. You have to go through all kinds of stuff to do that. That's why a lot of times I don't really do the signature route. But like when you go into the conventions and you go and see these guys and you get this signed, you're not there to be like, oh, do you have a COA? Some people do buy it, some people don't, but some people like that experience. Like Jen and Mike, they love going and just talking to the artists and the writers and all that.
See, when I buy a signature, if it's from somebody I know, like Michael or Edwin here, strictly on the panel here, I know I've seen these pictures. They go to conventions, they talk to these guys, they get tons and tons of signatures. So it's somebody I trust, that I know, that I have no problem with whatsoever ever buying a signed book from either one of those guys. But what do you do when you're trying to buy something on eBay and it's a seller you don't know? What I do is I ask, if I send this in to get verified and it comes back as non-verified, will you refund my money? A lot of times on live YouTube auctions, guys will say, okay, if this, I'm telling you this is a signed book and I'll pay your grader's fee if it comes back. So it's always a good thing to ask. Hey,
I think you get a better relationship with the guy you sell with, but I mean, on here as a good example, being on the panel, they're always here all the time. You see them all the time. But on eBay, they're like, well, damn, that's 6-7 months since you've sent out that book. He may not even be selling anymore.
Here's an example of an eBay book that I purchased, and the reason why it was a guy I'd never bought a book for, but he was selling an entire run that were all signed by Steve Epting. They were all signed on the same day.
Winter
the
Soldier.
Whole run. So I bought 2 books out of the entire run that was signed by Steve Epting. His signature is pretty distinct too. The little floating bar above the E is what I look for in particular. But I felt confident buying this book because it came out of an entire run. The guy had a pretty high rating, but I still asked, if I send this in and it comes back, will you refund my money? He said, absolutely. So I always still ask. So back to my pleasant surprises, because this comic book I bought from Mr. Strictly himself, but this is a good example of what they did back in the day. They used to not sign covers. They would.
Was that already signed when you got it from me?
Yeah. You sold it.
I didn't know that.
Signed.
Oh, I said it was signed?
Yeah, you said it was signed. Right.
Oh.
Yeah, you made a good point. Like, a lot of people buy a lot of these older books, and some of these shops don't even look at them. So when you buy them...
Yeah, I got a story about that.
So when you buy them, and a lot of times, like Chino and Manny bought a collection, we found George Perez signatures. We found a couple of guys that have signed inside the covers or the first page. Like, damn, we didn't know that was signed.
Jack Kirby, George Perez, those guys are notorious for signing on the splash page. They also sign a ballpoint pen.
Well, that's good because he just signs George now. That has George Perez.
Well, that's what we were talking about, me and you, strictly about the evolution of their signatures.
Well, he's not really signing anything right now.
Well, you know what he means, like, before he was sick, man.
Yep.
But yeah, that's a good point. And then a lot of times they say the artist doesn't want to like sign on the cover, so they just sign the first page. Yeah,
I mean, we look through so many books. If it's not a key book, a lot of times we don't even take it out of the bag.
Yeah, a lot of shops don't, and then you find them like that, and you're like, "Wow, they signed the signature on the first page, or the splash page, or the middle splash page.
It's always worth opening up and going to that first
Yeah.
page, even if it's not a key comic. You
Yep.
might come away with a signature.
Yeah, I found them like that. Hey, let's jump over real quick to panel.
Yeah, Arms Way, go through all of them, man. I
So
found.
here's the deal. Hey guys, we're going to go and take a quick break to do our first giveaway of the night. As I shared at the top of the show, we have 2 tonight. I know that's what some of you guys are here for, so I want to make sure and do.
Wait a minute, but I'm not done.
In a little bit, we're going to go and do the second one. We're just going to keep moving.
Yes, you are. You just don't know it.
What if number 15 from the second series? What if the Fantastic Four had lost the Trial of
Lord,
Galactus?
here comes the
This
question.
is the first giveaway right here. This is the second one here for
nice.
tonight. This is a mid grade. Both of them are mid grade copies. This is a mid grade copy of Uncanny X-Men number 239. And so we're going to give, this is going to be the second giveaway of the night. But right now we're going to go ahead and do this. I have, because Paul doesn't like them at all, I have another quiz question for everybody. All right. So this is, this actually has 2 possible answers to it. Either one is good. And this is based just on, just kind of some reading around the internet. All right. So we're going to do quiz question number 1. Let me get it.
I don't know what you're doing, MT. You're exempt from that. You can't. Nobody on the panel can be on there.
All right, here we go. All right, quiz question.
I'll be right back then. I got
Which legendary comic artist's signature is very hard to come by?
Oh man!
2 possible answers.
Where's let me see in the chat.
We're talking.
Oh man, they're not gonna get this. They're not gonna get this answer.
Legendary comic artist.
Yeah, very.
Now it's the answer is in the private chat for Paul and MT, but I think Edwin, because you came on, it is not. No, it's okay. All right,
Good
I
answer.
see one answer.
Did they have to get both answers?
No, either one will work.
All right, here's the answer.
That's a good question. Is it a dead one or a live one?
Well, one's dead and one's alive. Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, people.
Oh, okay, here's the other answer.
You can't go into a comic book shop without tripping over a Stan Lee signature.
Right. Yeah. So hey, go ahead and drop your answers in. If you did not get one of them, here are the two correct answers are Steve Ditko or Alan Moore. Because we're talking about people who are very difficult to find a signature for. And a lot of these other ones, like Neil Adams, you can find.
Or Paul Comics, because very hard for me to sign.
I thought you were going to say something serious.
I did say something serious. I don't sign very often.
All right. Paul, will you go through and give me the people that got it?
No.
Are you putting an end line in or what?
Yeah, we're gonna put white.
Put one in there.
Put an end line. All right, hey, go ahead and put yours in. You got just a couple minutes. Hurry up. We got 23 people in the chat. Hey, make sure and drop a like for us Let us know that you appreciate it and you like it and you're having a good time. Remember that here on the giveaway show, it's all about promoting generosity in the comic book community. And we're going to have 3 giveaways because MT was generous enough to throw in a surprise giveaway. The Walt Simonson autographed copy of Power Pack, and which I wish I could get because that's a really cool one to have. All right, so let's go. And I'm going to go ahead and drop an inline right now. And there we go. All right,
okay.
So
we got Edwin Price with the correct answer.
All right, who else?
We have here we go. We got
just copy some over.
We got Edwin Price. Let's see, I have to go back.
You want to let Strictly launch into a story while you guys are filling that out?
Yeah. Strictly, you got one for us?
Oh man, I ain't got time for that. Harm's Way, Chad.
Well, I'd rather show. There's actually a comic book that
Joff.
So I was cleaning.
You're on screen.
So I was cleaning this for a person for everybody who's kind of watching right now. It's actually going to go out tomorrow.
General
CBCS, and here's.
I'm gonna highlight him. You can just so he can talk.
Oh yeah.
Here's the book right here.
That's a big book.
And I went to open the first page, and let me see here.
You getting them, Carlos?
Lo and behold,
some of them.
Wow.
Oh, Jack Kirby. Nice.
And that's his post 1970s. He signed that after 1970.
So
You
that
good? You
was
want me to
in
continue?
the cover, and that was kind of a pleasant surprise to the owner. I told him because he was going to send them all to CGC, and I told him, I said if I were him, I would maybe send it to CBCS because I found out that if you go to CGC, it'll
Green
get a blue
label.
label. No, it'll get a blue
Oh,
label,
a
but
blue label.
they'll say that there's a
Ink.
name signed,
Yeah.
but it won't. They won't even say what name. So that was kind of a nice surprise for somebody. Or for the
Yeah,
owner.
I'd say so. Ditko's a very hard signature to get, and so's Jack Kirby.
They say he won't even sign Spider-Man books. Ditko wouldn't even sign Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah, because he was mad at Stan Lee for bringing in, I guess, what, Ramita Senior.
Mm-hmm.
The real McCoy. See, look at that. Edwin Price. I was talking about the real McCoy earlier.
Who's next after for Pete Saki?
For Pete Saki is in line.
I think that
That was it. That was it. You had
That might be,
Steve Hopper.
All right, we'll let him in. We'll let Weiwei's in.
Okay, Weiwei's.
All right.
Oh, he said I missed it. My wife had me helping her and I missed it. Man, you gotta put your foot down, man. Tell her
All right,
I'm
so
watching the
there's only
giveaway
11. There's 21 people watching. Only 11 of you entered.
show. 11 people got the right answer.
What is up with that? Wait, did I get Papa Wheelie?
Yeah, Papa
No.
Wheelie.
I missed Papa Wheelie. Hey,
Ah.
go. Yeah, here, check it out. Go back through them and make sure.
Okay,
So, look, I just
Papa Wheelie. You have Joshy
Joshy Craft. Yeah, I got
Kraft.
him.
You got Teresa.
Yes.
Since she said that evil stuff, she should be eliminated out of the
Come on.
thing. But
Come on.
Omar S. Did you get
Yeah, I
Omar
got him.
S?
Yeah.
Daniel,
Daniel Castro. Yeah, got him.
Johnny Five,
Yep.
T-Pain.
No, I missed T-Pain.
Damn. Okay.
Okay, who else?
T-Bass. T-Bass.
I got Seabass,
Oh, this one don't count. You
General,
got General.
Jedi, and Edwin Price.
Let's
Don't
see.
worry, Steven.
Come
Paul
on.
doesn't know how to spell either.
Did anybody else?
Did you get him, Kestrel?
Yeah, I got him.
Okay.
All
Let's
right.
see.
Oh, Emily Day, you can still enter.
Emily didn't get the right answer. Just write it down, Emily.
I'll still take it from. Okay, blank cover.
Okay, blank cover battles. He's still taking stuff in. Y'all can write it.
Yeah,
Emily, write it.
I'll still take it up until I'm done. Okay, so just drop it in. Come on. All right, so Emily just
AC/DC.
put Ditko or more.
She got it.
There we go. All right, there we go. All right, okay, there we go. Stephen Hooper's like, man, y'all just letting anybody in.
Yeah, he's like, man, I could have won, but y'all letting everybody in.
He's like, y'all are ruining my odds. All right, 45 seconds.
Oh, AC/DC.
Wait, what?
Well, he didn't really say it, I guess. Oh, you said it right,
Okay.
right?
Okay, I'll put him.
All right.
I'll hang on.
23 watching and 23 likes. Thank you, General. I know everybody's here for me, but I got other panel members on today.
All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and it's sharing. All right, so we're gonna do shuffle. 3, 2, 1, and here we go.
FUCK is like, why did you put an inline then?
I'll stick to it next time, but you guys gotta pay attention. If you see me waving a giveaway book around, you need to come and drop your answer in.
Well, y'all still got 2 more chances, or maybe there'll be some more giveaways. We'll see.
Yeah, Pete Sake and the ATSD.
No, it's Papa
Daniel
Wheelie.
Castro.
I think that's Pop. Yeah, it's Papa Wheelie is the ATST, and Edwin Price is the three-legged War of the Worlds thing.
Look at Emily. There you go, Emily. Look at Emily.
Can't she hold on to the lead?
Mhm.
Man,
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
are
Uh-oh.
you kidding?
Oh. I thought Emily was gonna win. She
I
had
know,
the whole.
man.
She was in the lead for like 10 seconds. Oh, Teresa, what? I told him to put you in, Teresa.
Yes. Okay, so hey, let's see. Seabass, this is yours. This is your copy of What
Hold
If
up, hold up,
number
hold up.
15. Yes,
Go
I
ahead,
think
buddy. Show it.
somebody asked.
Show
Um,
that good book again.
yeah, so somebody asked. Okay, so
Oh,
this is yours.
nice.
What if Fantastic Four had lost the trial of Galactus? All right, Seabass is going to take that one. I think I might. He just won, or Seabass just won one like last week or something. All right, so we're gonna get. I'll get that one out to you, Seabass. I've been.
All right, we're going back to Strictly. There you go. Continue on with the part two, Strictly.
Um, well, yeah, I showed the one from Kirby, and then I'll be honest, guys, I'm kind of getting out of the signed books. It was something I enjoyed
Yeah, you just
during.
don't like the long lines and people pushing you out
No,
the
it's
way.
just it really kicked off with Stan Lee. Once you stand in line for Stan Lee and you meet him and you get his signature, and then of course he passed away, and I just started hunting just other signatures, and then I started getting into trying to get signatures of people who are no longer with us. This is actually the last Stanley signature that I have, and it's actually going to CBCS. It's getting shipped out tomorrow,
Nice.
but it's ASM 299, and
Very nice.
it's in very very high grade.
Wow.
It should come back in 9698.
Oh wow.
Um, it just has to get sent off. I've had it raw for a while because I was waiting for Todd to come around again. I wanted to get Todd McFarlane to sign it, but meeting Todd is so few and far between. It'll be a long time, I think, before I see him again. So,
Right.
and plus, you guys know I'm doing my show, so I need to raise funds. So if this comes back in 9.8, it'll be about $1,000 book. So it's got to get sent off. And then this is
Yeah.
for a friend. It was a huge
Hey man,
Laura
don't tell my
Croft,
secrets, Strictly.
who was a huge Tomb Raider
Oh
Laura
yeah, that
Croft
ain't me.
fan,
That
and
ain't
of
me.
course he got signed. This was
Oh, that's
donated by
Oh wow.
a birthday present for somebody else, from somebody to a friend of ours, and it was signed by Michael Turner. So this is actually getting
oh
sent off
wow, that's his
tomorrow as
old
well. So
signature. Godly.
yeah, so
Wow.
the signature thing is it's cool. Like I don't know, man. I just kind of just and it gets expensive too.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
expensive. If
you pay to
you
get
get a
into con, then you
signature,
pay their signature.
yeah, and if you don't have the funds to get all the books that you got signed to get them slabbed, you're either gonna have to sell them raw if you're trying to flip or whatever, or you're gonna have to spend that CBCS verification service, which I think is very expensive. It's actually pretty pricey.
Yeah, it's more
Um,
expensive than
Well,
just getting it witnessed.
yeah,
they changed to the gold. I think that's why a lot of people are doing it now. Because I've heard a lot of people hated the red label.
yeah. The
And
red
Yeah.
was kind of a red is kind of a turn off.
yeah, it's
Um,
like that. A lot of
I
people didn't
like the
like it.
red now, especially now that you can't get them anymore.
because they're rare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here, let me if you flip the camera over, I'll show
All
you.
right,
Yeah.
we'll do that right now. Let me see.
Let's
Okay.
Here's the difference between a verified and
stop it. Hey, Paul.
Hold on, I was trying to do it. You.
Yeah, yeah,
this one, and
yeah.
they
You
might
got
be
that from
different
me.
eras, but that's a verified signature. You're going to
Well,
pay for it.
that's verified, but I personally got John Byrne and Willis
Right.
Portacio to sign that.
Say because this is the time to pull this out and have Edwin to comment
Mm-hmm.
on it. And then this one I got from Jen. This is one of my all-time favorite comics. The
Mm.
first Warpath. It's
Oh
all
wow.
Is
funny
that
part
where?
this is the first Hellions and this is the death of the Hellions.
Mm.
But isn't that Starfire in continuity too?
You got it. This is this
Yeah.
which isn't on the label. This is first Starfire and continuity. I just sold
Oh
one
wow.
of these the other night on the auction, but this is Paul's favorite, John Romita Jr. And
Oh
it
man, that's
gives
look at all
gives
that
the event,
goodness.
the date, when it was signed, who it was signed by, and the event and all of that. But it is cheaper to get a witness than a verified because obviously they have less time in the
Hmm.
witness signatures, so it kind of makes sense. But anyways, go on, Strictly. I just figured I'd show.
No, that's all I
Yeah.
have.
Go
That's all I
ahead,
Yeah.
have.
Strictly. We continue on to part three. Go ahead, buddy.
Stop, Paul. Leave him alone.
I have nothing else really to add. I mean,
So,
I enjoyed signed comics for a time, and now I'm just kind of getting out of it just because I got other priorities.
yeah.
Actually, I don't have it with me, but I think one of my, y'all know I sold one of my Grails a couple, 2, 3 weeks ago, but I still have another one, Transformers #1. CGC 9.4 signed by Peter Cullen and Frank Welker.
Oh
That's
yeah, two of
definitely
the
a
iconic.
grail.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
two.
I mean, to have the voice of Optimus and Megatron,
Yeah,
I mean,
those two made
golly.
me a man.
Well,
What's
let me ask you this strictly. If somebody said, "Okay, I have this comic. It's my favorite comic. I want to go to a con and have one of my favorite artists sign the book." Talk about what it would cost, not driving there, but walking through the door and then getting your average signature.
Or before you say that, I agree with General. Like, it's an experience. So yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna spend it, but like strictly was saying in general, you go see these guys. Like I think Ray, what's the guy for the
Ray
guy
Park?
for yeah, he was over here in Baytown. The one that played the who was it? The
Yeah,
one
I
with the
just want to give
double
Darth
people a
Maul.
ballpark
Darth Maul.
idea of
So a
what it
lot of
would
guys
cost.
were just a lot of guys were just excited to see him that were Star Wars fans to see this guy Darth Maul, the actor, and they had a lot of stuff for him to sign. So it's like you get that experience of meeting the person. George Perez, I've heard so many stories about nice and uh, how nice and warm-hearted he is, and I heard some bad stories about how Rob Liefeld, if you give him like an Emus 98 or you give him an 87 or you give him anything that's he knows about that book, he'll double charge you for it.
Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't sign it.
So
Yeah, or he'll sign it, but
I,
you're gonna pay for that.
I had a
Cause
couple books to share real quick.
Yeah.
So
oh,
I'm
okay,
gonna
yeah,
share
go ahead,
these
Strictly.
real quick,
You couldn't
and
answer.
I'd
I
love
just
to
want to give
hear.
people an idea what it would cost to get a
Oh
book
yeah, yeah,
signed.
yeah, yeah. Wait,
Oh yeah, go
did
ahead,
he just
Strictly.
walk away? Oh, is he? Yeah, Strictly.
Damn, your door
What's up?
opened magically.
Okay. Hey,
Mr.
so
Comic Con.
cost of convention, getting signatures at conventions.
Um, Convention. I mean, I would say this: anybody doing it for the first time, I would say do a smaller show. Don't just say, "Oh, I want my first show to be San Diego Comic Con," because it's going to be extremely overwhelming. I would say start out small and get with some creators that you're a fan of, because there's probably not going to be any lines or a small line. Um, and again, like everybody's saying, it's experience. I think that cost wise, I know that because of inflation and costs have kind of gone up a little bit. I think because of COVID, some of the creators have kind of lowered their prices a little bit, but I know we all know that's not going to last long. But I think that the cheapest signature is probably like $5 or $10. But then you got to pay if you're going to get it witnessed. They're going to want to charge you because you're going to get it witnessed, and then
Yup.
And
you
we'll
have to
get
pay
paid for
extra
the
for
COA.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Joe
Mark
Giella.
Hamill.
Joe Giella was the cheapest signature I've ever paid for, and I think I paid, what was he charging, Carlos? Like $2 or $4?
Yeah, it was like nothing. Like it was so cheap. Like I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah, very
But a lot
cheap.
of guys for the raw signatures at that show, a lot of guys were pretty inexpensive.
Yeah.
If it wasn't getting slabbed, I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Just you got to have some money set to the side for. Hey, I look at it like this: you got to for slabbing and everything. If that's the route you're going to go with everything you get signed, you got to figure at least $75 to $100 a book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about $90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
what I'll back on for what you're saying, I seen like Jen or Mike, they have already a specific person they're gonna see that day. They're gonna go because like me or anybody else would go to the con and go hunt for comics, and they're already there. They already got their mind. I'm gonna go see so and so, so I'm gonna be at his table, and then I'm gonna backdoor and go on this table or this table. You already have a plan, so just have a plan about who you want to meet. And if you
Well,
have
yeah,
time, then you
I
can
was
meet the
gonna.
other ones or the next
What's
day.
the most expensive signature you had to pay for at a con?
Try Stanley.
Ooh,
And how much was that?
Like a year or two before he passed, I think it was like 120 a signature. I was getting signatures from when he was only charging $60.
So there's a wide range in between.
Well, he knew that his time was getting short, so every
Yeah, oh
single
yeah.
year it went up
Oh,
like
so
20
he's
bucks,
saying
20 or $40. So
So don't go
CGC
into a
private
con
signing done.
expecting to spend $10, $15 for a signature for a big name writer or artist and get crushed when you find out it's like 50 or $60 to have it signed. So
Well,
there's a range of
but
costs.
some of them are affordable. Like
Yeah.
Chris Claremont,
Absolutely.
for a raw signature, Chris Claremont was 10, and then for a
Mhm.
graded signature, he was 20. So I felt like that was pretty affordable.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
of the artists are changing too. So if you get it raw signed with no anything CGC witness, they won't charge you as much. But once they
Yeah,
find out
yeah,
you're getting it witness to get graded, then they're like, oh, okay, well
yeah,
this is my price for what I charge
yeah.
you to get it witnessed.
Mhm.
Like
So they are changing their. Oh, you're.
so I'd
What?
been working on a run of, I've got, like, I'm a Nightwing fan, and I've got a run of Nightwing, and Greg Land was at a convention here, and he did,
Oh yeah, Greg Land.
I got one book out of about 40 graded that I got signed, and that one I think was like $10 or $20 for the signature. But when I showed him the whole stack of Nightwing books, like literally every Nightwing book he ever worked on, I had in a stack in a short box, and I
Oh,
just
you were that guy, huh? You were that short box
I
guy in the
was I
line,
was that
right?
guy. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean he didn't have a big line, and he appreciated it. Like he really appreciated, like he was really super cool about it, because he took out like all his colored Sharpies, and he
Mhm.
just started, yeah. And I don't think I paid more than $5 a book for it, but it was a ton of books though.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But
those days
I
are
was
gone,
frustrated.
Edwin.
What?
These
Those
guys
days are gone, Edwin.
need to pay for health care. That's why they're charging for signatures.
See, like Rob
Um,
Liefeld's gonna be
Hmm.
at Bedrock, and they're saying that he's doing some new title coming out. So if you take that book to him, he'll sign it for free. But if you take anything that's New Mutants 87, 98, anything of that caliber, he'll charge you.
Well, let me say this also. There's a couple points a couple key points I think I need to make for anybody who
Ooh, spirits.
hasn't had the experience that we've had. The first thing I would say is these creators, once they get wind of what's hot, they're going to charge more for it.
Exactly.
Like Will's Pistachio charges more for the first appearance of Bishop than
Right.
any other book that he's worked on.
Right.
Sam De La Rosa charges more for Venom Lethal Protector #1 than any other book that he's worked on.
Even Predator, he did Predator.
Yeah, because it's hot.
Yeah.
Venom is hot.
Yeah.
The other thing I would say is if you're going to get a sketch, commission, whatever,
Well, that's a whole nother
you
realm, right
you
there.
need to be there. You need to be there first thing. And if the show or convention offers an early bird fee to get in 30 minutes or an hour earlier, pay it. Because
Yeah.
trying to ask a
Good.
creator on Sunday, even at the beginning of Sunday, to do a sketch, you're going to have a slim to no chance of getting a sketch done because he's
Yeah.
already got the ones that he's going to do on Friday and Saturday.
He's already.
And I don't
he's
know if
already.
that kind of fits in the whole realm of signatures, but
Yeah, no, it's I consider it part of it. I think because that's something I think that you advance to if you're a fan
Mhm.
of signatures, and then you advance into that. Yeah, I definitely think that's something that I wish I could have found it. So an artist he worked on one of the Miles Morales titles, and then he also worked on the last Batman versus Superman. He was at Bedrock doing free signatures and sketches, and wait, no, I think he charged me like $5 or something. But because he was a Miles guy, I got some Miles books signed by him. But I had him sketch on the cover of Batman Superman. It was a profile of Superman, but it was him wearing a Houston Astros baseball cap.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
that's one of my favorite ones, but I don't know where it's, somewhere around here somewhere. Hey, I wanted to it's time for another giveaway because we're at 54 minutes and we're having really good discussion. And I like it. To me, the best type of episode is the one where you start running out of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and give away.
Bless you.
We're going to go ahead and give away this right now.
Wait a
I
minute.
got
Hold
a
up.
quiz question.
Oh, let me use
for
my
you.
fake account. Hold on.
Okay, you didn't
Nah, I'm
show.
not gonna do that. I picked one up for $3 while I was in Florida, so I'm good.
All right, so check it out. This actually, if you were paying attention to what Strictly said, you will know the answer for this question. All right, and it's super simple, guys. So you should get it. It's a true or false. All right.
Oh man, here we go again. Here it comes. God, Lee, man, that question ain't even gonna fit in the chat. Which?
Okay. Here we go.
Did you drop the question in there?
True or false? Yep, here it is. All right, true or false? A certificate of authenticity from a local comic shop that is a CGC facilitator will suffice to get a yellow signature series label on your raw signed comic book. It's true or false? Drop your answer in the chat. I'm going to drop an inline in a minute.
I don't even see an answer yet, man. You're messing everybody's minds up with these questions. Oh, here's the. Oh,
They were paying attention.
there's the answer. I can't believe General, man. You what? I don't know how you got it first, General. You
I will
amaze
make
me
a quick-
every show.
Quick comment when these are coming in. One of my new favorite things is to get signed comics from young, upcoming artists. You never know
There
who's
you
going to
go.
pop off. They're
Yeah.
cheap. You can get the books cheap, and they become famous one day. It's a great
Oh,
way
yeah.
to get in signed books.
I bought original page from Victor Bogdanovich, who's now doing Batman for DC,
Oh, wow.
and his prices are 3 times the price of what I paid when I bought a page from him like 4 years ago.
Wow.
He's just charging a lot of money now.
What kind of
You get in early.
It's a
What
Superman.
was-
I wanted a Superman page pre Action Comics 1000 because they were getting ready to hit 1000.
yeah.
And so I just wanted to own a page from Action Comics before it hit 1000, and I got one.
Nice. And he's blown up now, hasn't he?
If you look at
Starting-
his style, you would think it hit. If you look at his style, you're going to say that that's Greg Capullo. But
Really?
it's not. Yeah, that's how much he favors. His style favors Greg Capullo.
Wow.
I'll let y'all do that. Be right back, guys.
Cool. All right, guys. Hey, I'm entering names right now. I'm at Dan Wright, and I see Jason D. Oh, I see the viewership going up. People know we're giving away the X-Men. Remember, hey, this is what we're giving away. You got to drop your answer in it should be pretty obvious for anybody watching.
Can I put an inline?
What was that
Yeah,
comic book?
let's go. What?
What comic book we giving away, Paul?
He's giving away
The X-Men.
Why is that an important book?
What?
Yeah, too much. Overloaded already.
No, that's the first cover appearance of Mr. Sinister.
There we
Try
go.
again. Okay, I'm putting an inline. I think everybody has. Oh, for Pete Saki made it. Jonathan Dotson made it too. Where'd you get that? Made
Go
it.
ahead and drop that. Go ahead and drop.
Yeah, I dropped it.
I warned everybody the first time. Okay, Johnny Five Alive.
Anyone
Seabass.
here of Shane Davis?
All right, Seabass. Okay, Emily Day. Stephen Hooper. Let's see who else. Norin Rad.
Somebody's got a Norin Rad tag. That's a great,
Yeah,
great name.
I know. Norin Rad. Joffrey Castro.
There you go, MT. That's the one I was telling you about. 1 in 10.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the Alice in Wonderland or something like that.
So, has that got an acetate half, or what is that?
No,
It almost looks like a
it's
hologram.
called The Reveal.
This
it's
is
the-
a PG book, right?
Yeah, it's it's Alice Ever After, but it's called The Reveal variant.
Okay. Very revealing. Very revealing.
No, I think it's a reveal to the villain or something like that.
Oh,
Not revealing like that.
Okay, let's see, where'd you get that? Jonathan Dotson. All right, guys, I'm going to share after this and before MTs, I'm going to share some of my books and stories, and then we'll do that final giveaway for Pete Saki. And then, man, we got 21
Stephanie
people.
Hans.
And yep, that's everybody. Okay, cool. Shane
Yeah, I guess
Davis.
I'll share this. This is one of the hottest comic books in the land right now because the Mr. Knight persona just showed up in
Oh,
episode
yeah.
2. And I got this Ellis signed book at a deal. And I just love this cover. I like snow covers for whatever reason. Probably because I live in the snow
Here, let
belt.
me here. Show. Hang on. Show it up. Show it. No, hold it up again now.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a sick cover. Man, I wish I could get it out. I have a Nightwing that's a snow cover,
Yeah.
and I had Greg Land sign it in a metallic blue,
Ooh.
and it looks so good. But it's on my on this display thing, the stacker display. I'd have to remove the whole top half to pull it out. That's the one thing that stinks about those is they're not the drawers yet. But that's nice. I like that.
A metallic blue signature, that would be sweet. I do not
Dude,
know. That sounds
it
awesome.
looks so good. It looks
Yeah.
so good. All right, let's go ahead and go. Let me share this screen because it's time for us to race. We're doing this for Uncanny X-Men number 239. It's a mid-grade copy of the first cover appearance of Sinister.
Here, put it
And
back.
it's definitely
Here, show that.
It's definitely a mid-grade copy.
Emily, this is number 2, the Stephanie Hans, 1 in 25.
All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and run it. The characters 3, 2, and 1, and here we go.
What the hell? What was that?
I don't know what that was, but
I thought that was like your race breaking.
Oh no, I'm just sorry. I'm just mixing up my drink. Sorry.
Oh, okay, you did good.
I thought that was race sound effects.
No.
I thought the race was.
I forget how good my mic is sometimes.
It was like the race just broke
right,
down.
Here we go. Here we
Uh-oh.
go.
Somebody from the back is gonna win. Watch.
Yeah, somebody's going to start racing ahead, and they're all running. Look, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Strong. Edmund Price.
Oh, look at Edwin Price! Road dog!
Oh
Road dog has won.
Man, all right, guys. Well, I guess coming soon to an Edwin Price sales board near you.
Oh,
Uncanny X-Men number 239. All right. Congratulations, Edwin Price. This is yours. Let's see. All right.
congratulations! I lose again.
I lose again. Yeah, his losing streak has. So, MT wants to do a giveaway.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's what you're going to use. Do you want to do it now?
Sure. Whenever.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So that, and you got the answer for it, right?
I put it in the private.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
All right. Here,
What?
hang on. I'm gonna copy it and put it into the chat. I'm gonna
What
let
kind
you.
of question is that?
That's a real question, Paul. That's a correct
Oh,
quiz
my
question.
God. Well, at least it's small.
Yeah, congratulations, Edwin Price. Here, let's show off what this next. This is one that I would love to get this one. Look, it's a power. Tell us about it, MT.
Okay, so this is Power Pack, which was kind of an 80s thing. This has got Franklin Richards was on Power Pack. He's probably the most important character. But what I love about this, it's a Beta Ray Bill cover. It's also a crossover with Kitty Pryde, Cloak and Dagger, Wolverine, Beta Ray Bill, and Thor. But Walt Simonson is the artist for the infamous Thor 337, which is the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, he created him, right?
Mm-hmm. And I love Beta Ray Bill covers. You got Stormbreaker on there. This is a giant-sized issue, and it's signed by Walt Simonson himself. I got this from
It's signed also by Louis Simonson.
Louis Simonson.
Yeah,
Louis Simonson.
signed by both of them.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry. It is just Louis Simonson.
Oh, is it just Louis?
It's just Louis Simonson. I thought this was signed by Walt Simonson, too. It's not. I was wrong. Still,
That's
get a
okay.
Louis Simonson signed book.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wait a
it's
minute,
so
man. That
very
was your
cool.
book. You don't know who signed it?
So she was the writer.
Right. She's the
Oh,
writer.
Power Pack. Yep.
Right.
Well,
I've got another one here that's signed
I just
by
want to
both.
apologize to the chat. I'm sorry.
My dual sign book. Still, you're getting a free signed book. Can't complain.
I mean, nobody can complain about a free autographed book by Louise Simonson.
Let me see that New Mutants COA. Show the camera.
One,
Yeah.
Cloud one. Is that
Oh yeah,
one of yours?
that's a trusted
Comics.
seller right there.
Trusted source.
Yeah, that's a trusted seller.
Wait a minute, is that a Strictly Comics
All his
COA?
stuff gets yellow labeled.
Oh yeah, hold on. Oh yeah, I got something.
Instant yellow label
Oh, no.
9.8.
Instant yellow label. Yeah. Good as gold,
All right.
baby.
So let's drop this quiz question in here real quick in the chat,
Yeah, I got
and
something.
here we go.
Oh yeah, I
All
got
right.
something right here.
What species of alien is Beta Ray Bill? What species of alien is
Asgardian.
Beta Ray Bill?
Asgardian.
That's not correct. Don't tell them that. All right. So, hey, drop your answer in the chat, and you will have a chance to win.
He's a
I'm going
horse.
to leave this open for just a minute and let you
Only
give you a
thing
chance.
You can be sure of whatever Paul says is not the right answer.
What? Who said that? Nobody said that.
Real quick, Paul, do you have a coupon to show off?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Paul. Code
Look,
word
here,
Paul.
hang on. All right, somebody got
Oh,
it.
there you go. Emily.
Somebody got it.
Emily got it. That's the answer.
Are you going to do, I don't care if you do first answer or if you just collect people and run a race. It's up to you, Carlos, however you want to do it.
Yeah, we're going to run a race.
Yo,
Okay.
Strictly knows that, and it's signed by Strictly Comics.
It's a Google search away.
Wayways. Oh, wow. Okay, I just lost it. Hey, Paul, can you read these names off to me real quick?
No. That was pretty good.
Do you know what's different about Corbinites and Beta Ray Bill? Because the regular Corbinites does not have a horse face.
Carlos, you can just take
Copy
your
and
mouse and copy all of them and then paste them. You just have to delete the Corbinite from each
Out of each
name.
one.
It's probably
Okay, you want? I'll start reading them off
faster.
because
Or you can just
want
leave it. Or you can
we
just
don't
leave
want to
it.
confuse them.
That's
Strictly,
right.
hold on, Strictly.
Or you can just leave it.
No, we don't want to confuse
You
them.
can just
Strictly.
copy and paste.
You ready?
Man.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it, but it's not working out.
No, it's computers not. You got to update your computer, man.
It's, okay, what do you have?
All right, where we at?
Wayways.
You're at Wayways. Okay, so you have Emily, you have General Daniel, Wayways,
Yes.
Teresa. I should delete her. Castro, Joseph Castro.
Joffrey Castro.
Yeah. T-Bass,
So,
Edwin Price. We got T-Pain. We got AC/DC. Got Papa Wheelie. Let me know if you want me to slow down. Jason D. Omar S. Johnny 5. For Pete Saki. T-Doos. Dan Wright. Oh shit. Was it Norn and Red 82?
Norin Rad.
Yeah. FUCK. Jonathan Dodson.
a robot. He's a synthezoid. He was created
Beta
by
Ray's
the-
Paul's brother, right? You're out of here, Teresa.
All right, after Jonathan Dodson, is that it?
No, we have Where'd You Get That?
And do you know that there is an alpha ray?
Jared Jones.
If you read the saga
Steve Hopper.
of Beta Ray Bill, you will read about Alpha Ray, the guy who came before.
Mr.
him.
Collector, put in Corbinite, buddy.
Yeah, put in Corbinite.
We're giving away this power pack signed by Louise Simonson. Put in Corbinite, buddy.
Chase the rainbow.
my
And
Gosh.
FUCK, you can't get entered twice. You only
Wait,
get
you
entered once.
missed T-Doos.
I
You don't
said
wanna put
T-Doos.
Michael, you're going to win your book back. I'm pretty sure I got this from you.
I said
So,
T-Doos.
so after Stephen Hooper, who's next?
Hold on, let me see. Where you at? So you got T-Doos?
Yes.
Okay. You're at where now? After
Stephen
Steven?
Hooper.
Mr. Collector, and that is it.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I'm about to put the inline.
Okay.
Okay.
Double check this. Why do I think this is double sided?
All right.
It's got white pages. This is a high grade copy of this too. It looks like they even try and kill Kermit the Frog in this one.
Kermit the Frog.
All right. So we got an inline. Hey, everybody in the chat, if you haven't yet, make sure and drop us a like. Let us know that we've enjoyed the show tonight. We've been talking about raw signed books, and we had special guests MT and Strictly Comics on with us tonight.
Yeah, shout out to Emily. Emily's helped me and Carlos. Well, helped more Carlos than me, but
Yeah, whatever.
without her, Carlos would not have any of those books. Thank you, Emily.
Emily's fantastic. Always a big help.
Yeah,
Hey,
because
what's up,
Carlos
Ash?
is lost in the shop.
All
I
right,
have a
so
couple of stories about
here we
that
go.
while we're
Hey,
getting the race.
Here we go. We're going to go ahead and jump into large view.
Yep.
And
I'm going to start talking about Emily.
All right. 3. Okay, here we go. Shuffle 1, 2, 3, and
Oh, look at that G.I. Joe Transformers. Oh, $14.95.
here we go.
Oh, those prices ain't there no more.
Nope. To a VHS.
Yep, y'all tune in. Y'all tune in tomorrow. Anybody
sure
that
you show
buys
up
from me will get one of these.
to the New York Comic Convention.
Good for one press, 24 hours. Cold Paul, you get one of these. Whoever buys from me.
That had to be used within 48 hours. So
So
it's no good.
peaceful.
12 hours.
It's expired already.
Had to receive the book in 12 hours.
Yeah, I had to receive it within 48 hours. So
We almost made it the entire episode without me having to mute him.
Oh, Jason D making a run.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Jason D. Congrats, buddy.
Jason D. All right. Thank you guys for the likes and for watching. Congratulations to Jason D. Hey, Jason, make sure and you can see MT's.
I believe Jason D has purchased from me. Just verify that. Hit me on IG. I do believe I have shipped you books already. Just hit me on IG and we'll get together. And I'm happy to be able to come on and give away a signed book on Carlos Comic Collect with our
Carlos Collects Comics.
Carlos Collect
Comics. There you go. It's that out.
What channel am I on again? This is Carlos Comics or something.
All right, man. We'll do this one as a giveaway.
All right. So hey, before we do that, hey, check out that rad 3D Alf cover. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, but before we
there's no 3D glasses included, so you got to go get 3D glasses.
All right. So hey, I wanted to share a couple of things with you real quick with the chat. MT had some excellent points. MT, did you have any other points about raw signed books before we do the final giveaway and our outro?
I think that we covered pretty much anything. If anybody has any quick questions in the chat they want answered, put it up. Otherwise, I'm happy to look at the books you got.
Yeah, I just apologize. This is the only person that we could get. So apologize again.
Hey, he was. I thought MT was fantastic. He came in with notes and displays and everything, and subjects,
dioramas.
I mean, we gave him a little bit more time. We would have a PowerPoint presentation and all that.
All right. So here's the deal with me. Okay, so a lot of the stuff that MT said was stuff that I've actually also done as well, and I've enjoyed it. He said, I think he shared about getting up and coming creators to sign their works, their early works. So I have a bunch of that stuff. One of the easiest ones I could put my hands on was La Mano del Destino, #1. This is I've got all 6 issues. A friend picked it. It's called Hand of Destiny is the English translation, but it's all 6 issues of this comic. And I got all of them signed. I just paid I think 3. They were cover price was $3.50. I paid $3 a book, and he signed them all for free. And you know me, I'm real big on Hispanic superheroes, especially when I find an independent Hispanic superhero, I will immediately purchase it and pick it up. So this was one of the ones I've showed it off on Monday hauls. You also know that I've got the Hispanic Superheroes collection. So I think I'm trying to remember, Edwin. I don't know. Did I get this one from you? So
Let me
this is
see.
a Spider-Man 29.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Signed by.
No. Yours was the one that has both of them. Mine only, or this one here, because the
Oh
one,
yeah, no, that's not mine.
yeah, the one with both is on display at my office.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the second one that I keep here with the rest of the run. And this one I bought from an online seller that I trusted, and it's this one's signed just by Rick Leonardi. And this there's a couple of books that I have that I bought because I got real into big I got real big into getting books signed because to me it's just something cool to bring the work of art back to the person who worked on it and have them sign it and have them look at it. One of the neatest things that happened was I had a copy of Classic X-Men that was a reprint of the Kitty Pryde versus the Brood when they chase her through the mansion. And I took the reprint to Chris Claremont, and it was neat to watch him flip through it because he didn't recognize the cover. He recognized the first one that I had him sign, but then the second one, I could tell he kind of looked at it and he almost said, I didn't work on this, but then he opened it and he realized it was a reprint. It was just so neat to watch him flipping through it and seeing it in a different format than he maybe seen or than he remembered seeing it before. So, because he probably didn't remember the reprints because those weren't a big thing. So that was a really neat thing for me, and I've continued to try to get to meet these folks. That's why it's very seldom that I'll send it in for a CGC private signing because for me, it's all about the experience of meeting those people, like my favorite creators. Sometimes I'll go ahead and put, like, if they're high up on my list. So about 4 years ago or so, the top of my list was George Perez and Marv Wolfman and their Teen Titan books. So I found this very high grade copy of New Teen Titans #1. It's a very high grade copy, but it was an online dealer that I trusted, and it was an older school book. So on the inside front cover, I'm not going to pull it out right now, but on the inside front cover, it's signed by both Marv Wolfman and George Perez.
Nice.
And I think I only ended up paying like $75 for it at the time, and I'm really glad that I got it when I did. I was okay with paying a premium for it because I trusted him and because it had both of their signatures on it. So this one was one. Jim Lee came through for a signing. They weren't doing witnessing or any of that, but I wanted to get like some nostalgia books signed. Two of my favorite works from his is his run on Punisher War Journal. And so I got that one signed and kept it raw.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did go ahead and also, this is my favorite, I've shared before, I think this is my favorite art cover for Uncanny X-Men of all time. And so I had him sign it right there. I've just always loved this cover because it's Gambit, like it's the two rebels dressed in full X-Men uniform fighting against each other.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just such a dynamic book. I mean, at max, it's like a $10 book, maybe like $18. But for me, nostalgia-wise, I had it as a kid, and so I got a high-grade copy and had it signed.
The best ones.
Yeah. So recently from Edwin, I picked up, this is signed by Chris Claremont. I'm a huge fan of the 90s X-Men run, in large part due to Jim Lee. So I'm hoping to get the whole run signed by him and or Chris Claremont. But, I don't know. That's going to be pretty expensive now because Jim Lee's pretty expensive. When George Perez came through town for the signing, I had him sign this copy of DC Comics Presents #26, and it's a mid-grade copy. That's why I didn't get it slabbed, and also because of budget. But I had George Perez sign, and then at the same con was Jose Delbo, and he signed it in copper. Last two are the two biggest in my collection. One of them just arrived literally today at the office. So the Captain America Captain America #100 signed by Stan Lee. I bought this from a guy who does he has like an autograph company, and he arranges autographs at different conventions. he had Tom Berenger at the convention I was at, but he had the reason I felt comfortable doing it was not number one because of the line of work that he's in and the sheer volume of signatures that were authentic that were at his booth, and then number two, he had two books signed by Stan Lee plus other like prints and lithographs, so it felt very authentic, and I felt very good about the fact that this was probably that I was sure enough to spend a premium on this one and get it in. So I've held it onto it. Sometimes I put it up for sale, but it's more to make me sell it type of price. This is the last one. This came in today. I'm just going to share this. This was one that I think MT calls a happy accident. So on my collection for this year was the Demon #1, and so I've been wanting this book for a while, for Kirby, and for just kind of speculative purposes. But then also one of my favorite Batman stories of all time, um, one of my favorite nostalgia Batman covers of all time, uh, features him as a guest star, and so. But I asked the seller to check the book one more time to make sure the staples were firmly attached, and he found this in the inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
So we did renegotiate the price. He could have charged more, but he didn't, and I really appreciated it. Um, us being able to come to a good deal on it. He gave me a good deal on that and one other book on my collecting goals list for the year. So I was able to get two of the books in for what could have been that price by itself, maybe. I don't know. But I was just excited to have both at this particular time to have both a Stan Lee and a Jack Kirby signature in the collection.
Yes.
If one of them gets sold later on, maybe. But yeah, I just wanted to share those real quick with you because that's part of what it was for tonight. And then I know, let's see, MT, did you have any others to show off?
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're going to get to the coupon. Paul.
Yeah, I'll just go real quick here. They were talking about Roy Thomas. This is one of my other favorite
Oh yeah, he's at CGC right now.
Yeah, he's going to do a
Yeah,
CGC
he's doing a signing.
He's another one that usually signs with only two types of pens. From what I've got, they're both kind of flare type pens. This one's a little bit thicker though, but he's got a very distinctive signature. And what I was going to say is, if you're unsure on a signature of an author, sometimes it's better to buy a non-key cheap signature book with a COA, so you got something to compare it against. If you can't find an example. But I'm kind of going to go out on this because I just picked up one of my Grail books here about a week or so ago.
Nice.
Is the first appearance high grade copy of Contessa Valentina, the love interest of Nick Fury, and I got a Steranko signed.
That's the one where the gun's in the holster.
Yes, yeah, the infamous gun in the holster, the very suggestive one, right? And if anybody wants a good read, The Secret Warriors from Secret Invasion, about that time, there is a great story between Val and Nick Fury, and at the end he goes back to save her from prison at the end, and one of the better written stories and interior art of any comic I've ever read. So at any rate, this is a Grail pickup for me recently. The rest of them are down in the vault in the basement, but this will be headed down there very soon. But thanks. I appreciate you guys having me on and allowing me to give away a book and to be on with the great Carlos and the great Paul and the great Edwin Strictly.
You're welcome.
Hey, we're not going to war, man. We're just having a show, man.
Very good. Hey, guys, so hey, thanks so much for tuning in. I know this was a long episode, but I wanted to make sure to try to get as much stuff in here today. Let's see, Paul, do you want to show, you had the last giveaway of the night, right?
Yeah. So I'll just do this. I got
right, so let's jump on
29. I don't have the 3D glasses, but figured a lot of people
That's
like
an
this
awesome
character.
comic. Do you have a quiz question, or do you want to just do a starting line?
No, man, they could put in.
All right.
Is he defiling a seal in that issue?
He's defined something. He said,
All right.
"I'm here,
So
3D."
just type in. Let's see, Johnny Five Alive. You were a little bit early. There's a starting line, so you just type in. We'll get you guys put in. We'll get you guys entered. To
I didn't know,
win.
JT. I didn't know. Oh, okay. I don't think it.
What?
Thought there'd be like a couple of ends in there, man. The whole chat's in there. Okay.
Let's see.
And yeah, y'all tune in tomorrow for the auction. Whoever buys from me will get one of these beautiful coupons. I have 100 coupons printed. I have 100 coupons of these printed, so whoever buys from me tomorrow on the auction will get a. Let me see what that says.
Coupons expired, man.
We can read it. So it says good for
Yeah,
one.
what's the expiration date on that comment?
Nope, there's no expiration date.
Expired
Nope.
48 hours after it went into his hand.
So
I keep the original, but yeah, I will have copies ready for tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Yep,
So you just are blatantly saying that you're making photocopies of these coupons.
Yup. Yup.
Let's see.
Strictly stretching out so you can be like, oh shit, I'm gonna be ready for these submissions coming in with these coupons.
But just so y'all know, Strictly Comics does offer pressing services. Highly recommended. He does have a little bit of a backlog, but with that coupon that Paul's waving around, and of which there will be about 100 of them available tomorrow night.
From whoever buys from me.
You can get free 48. What is it? 48-hour pressing?
No, it doesn't say 48. Look at that, boy. It says 24.
24-hour pressing.
Go work, Paul.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna have to delegate.
All they have to type is Paul.
I'm gonna have to delegate some of that to MT.
Oh man.
All right, Paul, you got it. Come on, you got to help me with these ends, man, because I'm so lost. Edwin, I don't know how to do the copying them all thing. Oh wait, hang on. It's doing the time and everything.
Yeah,
and if y'all, this is a good read. If y'all are out and about, this is the 1 in 10 reveal variant.
Man, oh my gosh, I can't do this copy thing. I don't.
You can't do it. You ready?
Let me see if I can just email it to you real quick.
That's gonna.
Strictly did great on my books.
All right, Paul, I have JT, Johnny Five, Wayways, Jared Jones, T-Pain, Edwin Price.
JT, Wayways, Jared Jones, T-Pain, yep, Edwin Price, JT. Oh no, JT already got him. Steven.
I'm just gonna email it to you, Carlos. You can just copy and paste, man.
Oh, Teresa, you can't get in. Oh, Emily's in. Emily gets 2. I just want to shout out.
Which email did you send it to, Strictly?
Carlos, what was that? Carlos Collects Comics.
It's either that or my personal one, or I don't know. Let me see. Did you already send it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and Emily showed me. If you're out there,
Carlos
Emily.
Collects Comics.
Emily. I know you like this character, Emily.
Yeah, it should be just a copy it and paste it.
Okay, here we go. How did you?
No inline, just was it? No inline, just keep coming in.
All right, let's go. Paul, can you drop an inline for me?
Yeah, I already did.
Okay.
It's right there.
All right, geez, this is a mess.
No, it's good.
I don't
Look,
know how this is even faster because I have to go through and delete the spaces and the ends.
Really?
Type it in?
Yeah, like the word "in" and the spaces. This file.
Yeah, you got to delete the word "in," or you can just leave it in and delete the ones that didn't. You don't have to delete "in" because everybody has "in." Just have the name and the word "in" and delete those.
Yeah, I knew you would like that, Emily.
But they copied over like on a different line, so there would be like 50 ends racing against the people that entered.
You could just search for the word in and delete them all.
You just want me to go through that?
That's what I did.
No.
I copied it over into Word, Microsoft Word, searched for in, and deleted all the ends all at once.
I think I'm showing my age at this point.
Oh, okay.
Because it just sounds so tedious what y'all are talking about.
Less keystrokes.
It actually sounds so much harder
And
than what
this
I'm
one
actually
came
doing.
out this week. Thanks to Jim Lee. And put the.
All right, so I got 22 people entered. All right, let's do the share screen, and then we're going to do this giveaway. Paul, show the giveaway one more time.
Oh.
Oh wait, you're going to give that one away?
I got the giveaway.
Wait, no. Weren't you going to give away like a variant, like some 1 in 10 variant from this week?
No, that was my only 1 in 10 variant.
He's giving away that Captain America 100 slab. I saw it.
No, you ain't getting that Captain America 100.
What is the Dr.
Are y'all
Strange
doing
premiere screening? I don't know what that is.
Oh, Emily, let me know. Don't let Carlos. Just me, Emily.
That Doctor Strange spot that dropped today shows that the kids are back.
Oh yeah,
I haven't seen it yet.
Better check it out.
And look out for this. This guy's making noise.
All right, so here we go. Shuffling 3, 2, 1, and here it is.
JT said Bedrock's selling tickets.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, we got Emily. You didn't tell me, Emily.
Tickets for what?
For the
the Doctor Strange,
for the Doctor Strange premiere.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how you and Mike went for that Batman, right?
No, those are
Was
free.
that opens what, May 4th or something?
I think so. Yeah.
And when you're looking for your signatures on the interior splash pages, you can be checking for Mark Jeweler inserts.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, Jason D, man.
Oh, a double winner. Wow.
Jason D.
Man, how in the world is it that all the people that won that I'm going to be shipping out to, I already shipped packages to like today?
I got some stuff with Jason D anyways.
Do you really?
Good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Drop that in.
I got to give you T-dues though.
Oh, literally, yes. T-dues also. I shipped out a package for T-dues, Edwin
Jason
Price,
D, congratulations.
Seabass.
Oh, Wayways is like I'm 0-21 or something.
Whatever reason, these races on this website give an abnormal number of double wins, I noticed.
Well, no, but these are all people that I just happen to have packages to ship out to. There
you go, MT.
Like, it's some random happenstance that Paul, you're gonna have to show that off on Monday, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna you don't know about it yet, but you're about to get drafted.
Just hold my books, Paul. Thank you. I sent them out already, Edwin Price.
All right, so hey everybody, thank you so much for being here. I know this was a long episode, but we're excited that we got a chance to share and talk about raw signed books. Make sure to hit up MT1 _ comics on Instagram, and also at Strictly Comics. And Strictly, you look so intense.
Yeah, he does.
I'm looking at something. Sorry.
I'm
just looking at something.
Right.
And also, too, Strictly dropped a video on his channel about the unboxing CGC. Y'all check it out. Yeah. Really good unboxing.
Yeah, I saw that. Very good.
Man, Paul, you're giving a shout out to somebody with 3,000 subscribers on a channel under 1,000. He doesn't need the shout out. He's fine.
Hey, man. Yeah, man.
Hey, sure.
We're probably going to get to 5,000 soon.
I mean, how do you think I can get more coupons, man?
All right. So, hey, here's the deal. Thanks so much for you guys being on here tonight, Strictly and MT especially. As always, thank you to Paul for always holding it down and being here to provide laughs and lots of good comments.
Comic book knowledge. Yep.
Yeah,
questionable comment.
exactly. Just a quick, we give Paul a lot of grief and we joke with him a lot, but he's actually very, very good at hunting for comics, which is why I want to make sure and let you know that, remember, next week on the giveaway show, we're going to have, by popular demand, I don't know if y'all even saw it. Look, you know what? Y'all need to
Oh
see.
man, this thing is rigged, man.
No,
What the
no.
hell's
It's
going
not.
on?
It's so not. Y'all need to see this. So over on the community tab on Carl's Collects Comics,
Oh
there
man.
I've been running polls, and Paul is like the most popular. Like every poll that he's in that are not rigged, he
That are
is
not
like the
rigged.
most.
Not rigged.
He is the most popular person on the poll. Okay, so check it out here. I'm going to share this real quick so y'all can see this. Hey, if you haven't voted on the community tab on not Strictly, sorry, wrong channel.
I think my wife hit it on the head. She watched this. She's a big fan of the Big Bang Show, and she says that Paul is the Sheldon Cooper.
What? Are you kidding me? What? Where's she at, man? I don't. You
That is
never told me that.
awesome. Hey,
Isn't that
everybody
just
hear
perfect?
that hashtag Paul
Wow.
is Sheldon Cooper. All right, so check it out. Look, so here among other polls, we have which subject would you most like to see Carlos and Paul tackle on a future episode of the giveaway show? The clear winner, 58% with 33 votes, is Paul's comic hunting tips.
Look at that.
All right.
Look at
Nobody
that.
wanted to hear about CGC grading or the future of the MCU or decorating ideas for the collector's cave. They want to hear
I knew that would be
about
dead last.
Paul's comic hunting tips.
All right.
All right.
Well,
You can also vote in here's some other cool polls that are going on right now. Looks like Avengers Forever is very popular. eBay is the favorite online comic purchasing platform of choice for the 33 people that voted there. This one was the biggest surprise. I thought for sure that 1,000 copies of Turok #1, which I put on there for MT, is going to be
What are these guys doing?
the top one. Look, 46%.
he's Howard. Hell no.
46% said they would take the Amazing Spider-Man #129 in a CGC 0.5
Wow.
over a House of Secrets #92, Werewolf by Night number 32, and this is the biggest shocker, a Batman #189 CGC 8.5.
Wow.
They said
Shocker is the Turok, man. Come on.
yeah, no, I know, and like 1,000 copies of Turok #1. How could you go wrong with
It's
that?
$1,000, man.
That really is. You know, that's $1,000
$1,000
right there. All right. So hey, yeah, there's the polls. That's over on the community tab on the Cross Collects Comics channel. Make sure there's polls that drop every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Brand new polls that come up. Lots of fun discussion and fodder for our nerd debates and arguments.
Oh, Jason D.
Real quick, I'm going to go ahead and see. He's not Sheldon. He's Howard. All right. Hey, just a quick notice to you. I've got upcoming on the channel a comic creator interview with Joffrey Cotton. He's the creator of Awful Thoughts and the upcoming Birds of a Feather. It's currently running on Kickstarter, and that video is going to go live come hell or high water this week on my channel. Also, if you haven't watched the Comic Collecting for Beginners series, it's available now on YouTube. It's a 4-part video series for new and intermediate comic collectors. And just one more final reminder, Monday hauls, the giveaway show, and Friday features, they're all most nights that they're promised on is when they go live at 10 p.m. Central. But make sure that you're there. This is the giveaway show with our special guests that were with us, that joined us tonight. And again, thank you guys for being here tonight. And we will see all of you in the chat next week, 10 p.m. Central, to go over Paul's comic hunting tips.
Oh yeah, I just want to give him a preview. You just said so. My first thing, this guy and this guy, while they're sleeping, your boy's over here hunting. So that's another thing. Let them guys sleep. And
his tip is
we getting all the books.
Away, the mice will play.
Yep. While he's sleeping, I'm getting books.
All right, hey, just for Paul because it's his favorite song in the whole wide world.
Man.
We'll see you next time.